let's get to it. You know, this is what everybody's been waiting for the last, the last half hour of the show. It's the Vegas Victories 2020 Major League Baseball preview with a stone cold lock of the summer from yours truly, the king of Las Vegas. So we've got a real unique situation this year with the season. I mean, with all the, all the virus bullshit going on, and then the labor disputes, the pathetic, scaredy cat fucking players. I mean, for a while, I didn't even think we were going to have a season. But, money talks, the bullshit walks, and all 30 teams will be suiting up. It's actually going to be in about 2.5 weeks. They're going to play a 2-month 60-game regular season. Now, it's going to be a little different. Frankly, it's going to be a lot different than a normal season. I mean, for one, you got 102 fewer games, but there's not going to be any cross-country travel. Each team is going to just play 40 games in division, and then they're going to play 20 interleague games against the opposite division. So they're pretty much going to stick to the same region. If you're in the National League East, you're also going to play the AL East. So you're still going to get your Subway Series, your Cubs, White Sox, your Bay Bridge Series. But if you want to see the Yankees play the Dodgers, or Houston versus Boston or something like that, that's got to happen in October, baby. And there's there's also not going to be a lot of time off. They're cramming as much baseball as they can into a very short time frame here. So unless you're the man who knows all, unless you're the founder of 1-900-V4 Vegas, call now, $5.99 per minute, this is not going to be an easy season to predict. But luckily for you, I'm feeling, as I said, I'm feeling charitable this evening. So I'm going to give you the final four, I guess you could say. In honor of the tournament, they fucking canceled on us this year. But first, as a special little bonus for you, Rae Rae Robinson, tell him something. Who's going to win the World Series, baby? I'm going to pick Minnesota. Minnesota, Ray. I mean, I don't even think you're smoking grass anymore. I think you're smoking crack. Are you picking the fucking Twins? Yeah, man. They're gonna win for George Floyd. He didn't really strike me as a big Minnesota Twins fan, Ray Ray. But if that's your pick, that's your pick. Man, 16-1 odds, Vinny. Look it up. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I'm pulling up the odds right here. 16-1 odds. So that means you lay down $1,000, you make a cool 16 grand. I mean, honestly, Ray Ray, I mean, I could actually kind of see it. The more I think about it, I mean, it's a short season. So you don't need as much talent. The Twins, they only play in the Central. The Central's a weak fucking division, whether you're talking AL or NL. It's actually a pretty clever pick. I mean, you're going to go place a bet on Minnesota? I already did, Vinny. Hey, I like it. A gambler. I love it, baby. But the only problem is, what's going to happen if they win?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, Minneapolis, they can't have another riot. There's nothing left to burn, baby.
Come on, man. Jesus. That's too soon, man.
Hey, it's always too soon with you people. Anyway, now that you've heard from that amateur, it's time for the professional, the expert, baby, and that's Vinny fucking V. So when it comes to winning a pennant in a year like 2020, it doesn't matter who has the best pitching staff. It doesn't matter who's got the best lineup. It doesn't matter who has the deepest rotation. None of that shit matters. It comes down to one thing and one thing only, baby. You want to know what it is? It comes down to who's got the biggest goddamn nutsack. I mean, you want to win this year, you got to pull out all the stops. And there's only one club that I know will do absolutely whatever it fucking takes to take home that trophy. But we'll get to them in a minute. First, let's talk about American League runner-up. And probably, if you ask me, I'd say this team has the second biggest set of testicles in baseball today.
Vinny, you gotta stop talking about nuts, man. You sound like a fucking pervert.
Shut up, Rae Rae. I've got the floor. Yeah, I mean, you can go. You can just go ahead and turn off your mic. You know, I'm gonna fucking talk for a minute here. So anyway, the American League runner-up. I'm surprised my partner over there didn't pick him because it's the Tampa Bay Rays, baby. I mean, you know, I was actually tempted. I was so tempted to pick Tampa to go all the way this year because they're so creative. You know, they're deep, but they're just crafty. You know, baby, I just couldn't. I couldn't pull the trigger though. They're not quite there, but it's still not a bad bet. I mean, you don't mind if you don't mind a risk. You know, high risk, high reward. You get 18-1 odds with Tampa. So at the very least, you know, pick them to win the AL East. Everybody's on the Yankees bandwagon. Everybody's chasing the goddamn Red Sox again. I think Tampa Bay is going to surprise some people out there in 2020. Now, over to the senior circuit. My pick for the National League runner-up. Coming off a really disappointing campaign last year, but due to make some major waves and owners of a few of the biggest scrotums in the whole United States, forget about baseball, one of my favorite towns, one of my favorite fan bases out there, the Philadelphia Phillies, baby. The Phillies? Man, how you feel? I thought I told you to turn off your microphone, Rae Rae. I'm just how you figure the Phillies? I'm going to tell you. I don't need a prompt. So anyway, you know, I mean, I'm not even going to get into, you know, what they're going to do on the diamond. You know what the people of Philadelphia will do to fucking Bryce Harper? Well, you know what they'll do to Joe Girardi if they shit the bed again this year? I mean, we could be talking a prison rape situation. I mean, do I need to say more? Man, I don't. Vinny, you really need to stop talking about all this fucked up shit, man. Look, I've got the floor. So anyway, 20-1 odds, Rae Rae, for the Phillies. I mean, you know, you got to bet big to win big. You got to bet with balls to win some fucking money. You know, you're not going to make any money betting on the horse everybody's picking. So you know, I'm taking Philadelphia. Philadelphia to be the National League runner-up. It could be the year. It could. But anyway, forget about the Rays. Forget about the Phillies. I mean, it's not 2008, baby. You know, you didn't sit through this fucking broadcast to hear about second place. You want to know who's going to win the whole fucking salami. And I'll tell you right now, everybody's saying, you're probably out there already saying, oh, I know he's going to pick the Yankees. I know he's going to pick the Dodgers. Well, Vinny V is not going to pick the Yankees. Vinny V's not going to pick the Dodgers. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say, fuck New York and fuck Los Angeles. Nobody in either one of those towns is built to survive in 2020. They don't have the fucking balls. You know, that's why you got players sitting out of the season, you know, at Los Angeles. You know, that's why you see them online. You know, they're bitching about playing a kid's game. You know, I mean, I'm telling you right now, and you can mark my words. You can write this down. There will not be a team out in New York City. So, you know, not that I have to say it, but fuck the Mets too. And this is the bold statement, you know, because a lot of people think the Angels could do something this year. I'm even hearing some people talk about the A's. The entire state of California is gonna miss the playoffs, and you can take that to the fucking Bay. Damn, Vinny, that is kind of bold. Yeah, that's right. I'm a bold man. So my pick. And we're getting to the pennant winners now. My pick to come up just a little bit short, to win the pennant, but to lose in the World Series is the Milwaukee Brewers. The fucking Brewers. Yeah, you trying to give me shit from Minnesota. Man, I thought you was trying to say, shut up. Just shut up. Just let me talk. The Brew Crew, you know, they're looking good. You know, they're back to their old school look. You think Robin Yount's gonna come out there? You know, they got a lot of different weapons. They got my man Ryan Braun. He's back. He's ready to rock the NL. They got a designated hitter this year, so that's perfect. You know, I really think that Milwaukee's gonna take advantage. I mean, they got a weak schedule, playing all those teams in the Central. I think they're gonna shock the world. They're gonna win the National League, and you know what? They got 35-1 odds, baby. 35 to 1. I mean, I take $100. $100. And I mean, you know, what am I going to miss? $100? Fuck, I won my ass with $100, but I'll take $100 and I'll lay it on the Brewers to win the whole thing. $3,500, baby. I mean, but you want to talk about Minnesota? You're an idiot. Anyway, and just let me talk here now for the big pick. This is a stone cold lock of the summer. I will guarantee this team will win their division. And I think they're a can't miss pick. I'm not quite ready to guarantee it, but I think it's as close to a guarantee as you can get to go to the series, to take it home again. This is the team, and I'm just going to say it, they got the biggest motherfucking castanets in the West. It's the Houston goddamn Astros. Come on, Vinny. Now you talk about Houston. Everybody hates you. Yeah, they hate the Astros. They hate the Astros because they're winners, Rae Rae. Houston is a team that will do whatever it takes to win. Ask yourself, will they lie? Yeah, yes, they will. They will. Will they steal? Hell yeah. Will they cheat? Yeah, man. So they'll cheat. They'll claw their way to victory. And I mean, they got a better lineup. They got great pitching. You know, even with losing Cole, but they will do whatever it fucking takes. You know, and that's what it comes to. That in this entire show, you know, I'm gonna name this episode "Big Brass Testicles," baby. Big brass hairy fucking testicles, because I mean Houston's got them. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I'm giving them some ideas. I know they listen. You know, I know that when Vinny V speaks, people listen. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston hooks up with the Chinese government. You know, the CCP. You know, they could get their hands on some primo coronavirus. They could smear it all over the visitors' locker room. That is just that's ridiculous. No, I'm just saying. You know, don't be surprised. You know, if you see some random Chinaman, you know, hawking a loogie on Aaron Judge at the airport. Hell, I bet the Astros, they already got they got some COVID-infected Chinese prostitutes. I bet they're already en route to Los Angeles, en route to D.C. as we speak. I don't even know what to fucking say. The whole show, all you want to talk about prostitute. You want to talk about testicle. You want to talk about smoking crack. What the fuck's wrong with you? Hey, all I'm saying, Rae Rae, just like Al Davis, you know, for our Las Vegas Raiders, just win, baby. Just win. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think we went a little bit over. It's me! It's Vinny V, baby! And if that name rings a bell, it's because I've been the premier handicapper at every sports book in Vegas since 1988! And now, I'm taking my talents to podcasting every week on Vegas Victories with Vinny V and Rae Rae Robinson. If you're tired of being bored into a coma by that sanitized plop on ESPN Radio and Fox Sports, and if you want to get your sports news and commentary from a bigoted, foul-mouthed pervert instead, come on, Vinny. I mean, nobody want to hear that foul-mouthed pervert mess, man. Do it over. Rewind it. Shut up, Rae Rae. It's called a niche. I mean, we're not exactly going for the Mike and Mike in the morning crowd. Anyway, tune in every Friday night at 7:30 Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and podcatchers everywhere at thewaronmorons.podbean.com.
Down in the dumps about the state of the world today? Are you sick and tired of the same old boring news shows? Are you ready for something new? Then it's time to go to war. The War on Morons, that is. This hilarious comedy show puts the world of stupidity on blast every Monday night with a half-hour podcast covering all the latest from stupid criminals, Florida man shenanigans, Hollywood hypocrites, politically correct crackpots, and more. And there's an extra dose of insanity every episode, as the phone lines are always open to the ever-growing parade of lunatics that call into the show. I mean, get a load of these nut jobs.
I'm rolling in it. All you gotta do is tell these fruitcakes that you're serving them vegetarian stuff, and they all buy it.
I went over there. I mean, I had to stay at least 6 feet away, which was hard to do because there was like 25 of them or something. And I told them, listen, y'all better stop what you're doing because I've got a gun.
How can you be afraid to drink wine?
You know what?
He's an alcoholic. He's supposed to love it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Big Apple Berserker, and I'm keeping New York clean.
Oh my God, man, that's the Walt Disney Corporation. They're speaking through one of their clones, and they're telling you that they're, interdimensional, Satan-worshipping vampires.
I mean, a lot of them give to charities and, help people out. They don't...
To charity, my I got 2 words for you. You ready? O.J. Simpson. I rest my case.
Introducing from Fellsmere Enterprises, it's Mommy and Me Rhinoplasty.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So tune in every Monday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, right here on YouTube, or catch the show up to 3 days early by following the RSS feed at thewaronmorons.podbean.com.